Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In last video, we have learned about how to use while loop and did some program. Uh, so in this video, we are going to learn about for loop. So for loop and while loop are same, they did same work, but they are different in their syntaxes. So let us see what is for loop. So first of all, we will see that in writing any loop, what are the three main steps? Okay. So first step is initialization. Okay, initialization, which means initializing some variable like counter. Okay, in previous programs we have used variable called counter equal to 1 or anything. And second work is giving the condition. Okay, for example, if I say counter should be less than equal to 5. Okay, providing this condition means till this condition is true. Okay, the loop need to do some work. Okay, let me remind you guys, in while loop, I write condition here, okay, which means till this condition is true, the work inside this while loop needs to be done, okay. And the moment this condition gets false, this loop will not execute, okay. And the third main work is reinitialization or increment decrement operations, okay. For example, here I write like counter plus plus. Okay, that means I incremented the counter by 1. Okay, so this is the increment decrement work. And same these things happen in for loop also. But how we write this in for loop? So in for loop, the syntax differs like here I need to write 4 keyword. So here I need to initialize my variable. And after initialization, second one is condition, writing condition, which I need to write after writing this semicolon. Here you need to put the semicolon always, okay? In for loop, it is must. So here I will write condition, suppose counter less than equal to 5. And third step, increment or decrement or initial reinitialization, anything you can say um, counter plus plus, okay? So in one line, I have done the same three things which I did in while loop like this. Okay. In while loop, here I initialize the variable, here I give the condition, and here I increment the counter. But in for loop, I did the same three things in one line continuously, and here I will enter the into the curly braces if this condition is true. The flow will remain same. Okay. What I mean to say, after initialization, for loop will check this condition, and after checking, it will enter into this part, okay, the part inside for loop. And after the work is done, it will move to this, okay, that is incrementing or decrementing the variable. So this is the flow uh, for loop, how for loop works, okay. And now we will see. Now I will see. So how we can write for loop in various other syntaxes also, like here in outside for loop, I will initialize my variable. This is another way you can define the for loop. And after initializing variable, you can start your loop. And here you can put the semicolon. Okay, because you already have initialized the variable outside the loop. So simply put the semicolon here. Okay. And now same write the condition. Increment the counter. And other syntax will remain same. Okay. So this is another syntax of writing for loop. And Next one is you can also do like instead of incrementing here, you can simply increment it by after doing some work. You can increment here also, same like while loop, but you have to put the semicolons here also. Okay, same like while loop. This is another syntax of writing for loop is same as while loop, but you have to write semicolons here. Okay, other B remains same. Okay, so now let us see using it in a program. How can we use for loop in writing a simple program? So okay, so let me write in the working of for loop. Okay, so let me delete everything. And so here I will write for loop to print hello 5 times. Okay, for so I will write for keyword, and here I will initialize the counter variable to 1, and I want to print 5 times. So here I will write the condition till less than equal to 5, and here I will have to increment the counter. So here what I have to do, simply so hello. So how this for loop will work? So first of all, you suppose you enter this line. So um, this counter is equal to 1. So counter is initialized to 1, and this condition will be checked. So counter is less than equal to 5, yes. So initially our counter is 1 in first step, and counter is less than equal to 5, 2. So after checking the condition, we will enter into the for. Okay, after checking the condition, we will enter into the for loop, and after entering, we see that we have to print the hello. So we will print the hello. So after this, there is nothing to do. So we will move here. Okay, that is incrementing the counter. So in next step, counter incremented to 1. That is now our counter becomes 2. So now again, our counter is now 2. So after incrementing, and now again check the conditions. So 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes. So print, enter the for loop and print hello. And again go here, increment the counter by 1. That is now our counter becomes 3. So here our counter becomes 3. And now again check the condition. So 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes. So enter the for loop and print hello. Print hello. And after printing, again go here. Counter is incremented to 4. So I'm writing here. Now counter is in fourth step. Counter is 4. So counter is updated to 4. So 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes. So print hello. And after printing, again go here, increment the counter. 5 less than equal to 5 in fifth step. Sorry. Now our counter becomes 5. So 5 less than equal to 5. Yes. Enter the for loop. Print hello world. Hello. And go here and again increment the counter. So in fifth step, sixth step, counter is incremented to 6. Here counter is 6. Now again check the condition. 6 less than equal to 5. No. 6 is not less than equal to 5. So here we will not enter the for loop and we will come out of the for loop. And the work need to be done. That is printing hello 5 times is done. So this is the way how you can print hello 5 times using for loop. So let me write a program. So here I will make one package, okay, named as loops. So this package is similar to like a folder. So in this folder, I will write my all the program related to loops. That is while, for, while, do, while. Okay. Here inside this folder, I will make a class. So which I name to for loop, understanding for loops, and I need a main function finish. So here I will write the same program to print hello 5 times using for loop. So here I will take input from user. Okay, new scanners, which I already tell you how to take input from user. You need to use or import a scanner library in your program. So import scanner library gets imported, which is inside this java.util, and now I can take input from user. So I want a teacher, so I will write next int. So if you want in float, you can write next float. Okay. So now after taking input from the user, I have to print hello n times whatever user has entered. So what I will write for int counter equals to 1, counter less than equal to 5, counter plus plus. I have to CISO control space hello. So now let me run this program. So I had to give input and salmon. Okay, so I have to write here n. Okay, because I have to run this loop till then, which user has entered. Control plus F11. Leave 4. So hello gets printed 4 times. And another way you can write, so this counter is a global variable, okay. So you can write it like here also, okay. Initializing outside, and here you have to write semicolon, okay. So if I run this again, it will work the same 3 times. So it will get the same one. So instead of incrementing or decrementing here, what you can do this work after this line also. Run this program. You input 1. So hello gets printed 1 time. Okay. So these are the 3 syntaxes in which you can use your for loop. So what will happen if I want to write the condition? Okay. So see what will happen here. If I run this. So giving any input, I have given 3. So this will run into an infinite loop. Okay. So you don't have to use this. Okay. This is still running. So to stop, I will bring the terminate icon. Okay. So and this is all about for loops. In next video, we will do some pattern programs to understand for loops in a better way. So let us see you guys in next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.